Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to a new, very much needed update on Stellar or XLM. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We'll talk about some fundamentals that are relevant for XLM. I won't bore you with fundamentals that I don't think you need to know. And we'll talk about the technicals, different possibilities for XLM. Do we expect or are we expecting a rally or some sort of a pump after the massive pump that we had, of course, in July? That's what we'll talk about, so let's get right into it. It's been a while since I covered Stellar. I think it's been like 1.5 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, because I was on vacation for 1.5 weeks, but it's good to be back. And in general, I don't think we missed that much with XLM. I mean, XLM, for the last month, has been consolidating, as you can see here on the daily time frame, with the point of control, aka the most traded level, being right here around the current price at 41.6. We had some bearish pressure over the course of last week, since last week, Thursday the 14th, when bearish pressure started to kick in. But I have to say, I mean, XLM, even though I am, a little bit worried, not even moderately, I'm a little bit worried about these fair value gaps we have to the downside. Historically, if I look back at the last couple of years, fair value gaps like that, at least the upper one, which is, the middle of that is 33 cents, do tend to get filled. However, when I take a look at XLM, it was actually holding up relatively well compared to the markets. We've been incredibly stable, and eventually we just found support right here around the 90-day and yearly rolling VWAP and the daily trend. And we've been able to get a good reaction from there after the speech yesterday, and we've been able to secure our place back into the range. So I'd say for now, I'm just a little bit worried about those fair value gaps. I don't see any reason why we would drop down there, all right? I mean, obviously, if we get some sort of a fundamental major escalation somewhere in the world, it's a possibility, but it's unlikely right now. I think for now, it's most likely, because I also don't think it's very likely that we're going to get a bullish breakout, and I'll tell you why in a moment. I think it's most likely for XLM to remain relatively stable, all right? So that means stability, maybe get some sort of a retest here at 40 cents, 41 cents, which is a quite high liquidity area. And we have a lot of confluences there in general, so get a good reaction there. But then from there, start to slightly trend up towards 45, 46, 47 cents. That is what I do expect, but then we're going to get into the value area high. We're going to get into a relatively strong resistance level. So then the question is well, can we break out? And my answer to that is also no. And the main reasons for that are twofold, or basically it's one thing, and that's fundamentals, all right? Technically, we got a very good bounce yesterday, so that's good news, right? And that's why I'm telling you, I think it's most likely XLM is going to respect supports, and I think we're going to trend up, right? So that is what I do expect. So don't get me wrong, I am bullish on XLM right here on the short term. I just don't expect a bullish breakout. A bullish breakout happens when something happens in the price, in the markets, that is good enough for buyers and sellers to agree on a higher price, right? That's a breakout. And fundamentally, I think Stellar is actually doing quite well in terms of the TVL, etc. So that's great, but it's not that great that I would say we're going to get a bullish breakout. And then one of the main catalysts, of course, for XLM is a strong XRP. And XRP at this point in time is also, relative to the markets, not very strong. So I don't think we can expect XRP to outperform the markets. And therefore, I don't expect XLM to react positively to more momentum from XRP. So therefore, bullish momentum, I do expect. Stability, I do expect on the higher time frames. A bullish breakout, I don't expect. I think we're just going to reject at the top of the range and drop back down into the point of control, which is, by the way, completely fine. But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know right now about XLM. So if you do have any questions, anything, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.